want you to get your thoughts on facing Minnesota State, and how do you keep it as just another series for you, or what are your thoughts?
Well, there's a lot of familiarity. I mean, not very often do you see one staff that was at the program that you're playing, and then that staff being at where you're at with Sarandi and Wardo and that group. So that probably brings a little bit different twist to it. But at the end of the day, we're both trying to build our book of business. Non-conference games are, as you've seen over the last couple of years, they just become so important in building that book of business. And so for us, we've got to defend our home ice. I know we had the national program in here on Thursday, but now, that was an exhibition game. This one's for real.
Did you and Luke trade any information after he got hired there? I mean, I know that, when you go into a situation that's new for you, you like to try and get as much information as you can. Did he ask for anything there? Did you ask for anything from him from his year here?
Yeah, I think we've both, we've got a good enough relationship that we've tried to do that for each other. And I think that comes just from, in my opinion, a mutual respect. Our peer group that are in coaching, as you're going through what other people are going through today, anytime that you can put yourself in a spot to help somebody else, why wouldn't you? Because it's a tough landscape right now. And so, yeah, we did a little bit of that. Hopefully he feels I was open and honest with him to try and help the transition be as good as it could be for him. And he's definitely done the same thing for me.
Their fan base is as engaged as anyone around college hockey. They've got shirts printed up for this week. I'm sure that's made its way around things. Does it add a little bit of something when there's the fan bases are engaged and there's, on both sides, everyone looks forward to a series like this?
Yeah, I mean, you go back, and there was a little bit where we had played a home and home a few years back. And I actually talked to a couple of alums that I told them I enjoyed playing them here, but I didn't enjoy playing them back at Minnesota State because Rammer had 2 overtime goals against us. And so it was a battle then. It's going to be no different now. But, there's history, but that's what it is. It's history. I'm sure Coach Strand and his staff learned from their history here. Todd, my staff, myself, learned from our history at MSU. And, we're going on 3 years, so it's not yesterday. Both groups are trying to build what they want to build at the university that they're at. And this is another step for both of us in a very young season, but a very important series.
Do you have any update on... I didn't know you had. Do you have any update on Pietila and how his progress is, what his timeline is like? And then you had Hensler out for the exhibition game. I wonder if that was just precautionary thing or what's
kind of precautionary with him. He's full go. He's been with us the last 2 days and he's doing real well. And Bly's he's taking steps every day. He goes in for consultation later today to give us a little bit more specific time frame, but he's out skating, and so he's getting into conditioning mode from his standpoint of making sure that his legs, obviously it's an upper body, so the hands are going to come at a little bit different pace than the legs, and so he's trying to stay in as good a shape as he can skating wise, but he's getting closer. Everything's in a positive direction there. I would say a couple of weeks would be what would be probably brought up right about now, but we'll learn more about that later on this afternoon.
As far as last week's exhibition go, what part of your team do you think that help you learn a little more about?
Pretty much everybody, other than Hens was out. Pietala was out. We learned more about our goaltending. I thought Pulver did a really good job in the 2 periods that he played. We saw our young guys take another step. Bruno just finding a way to score a couple of goals. Montgomery, I think, had a goal in his system, played, I thought, very well in the minutes that he had the opportunity to play. And we need those guys to continue. And then we had, Finley scores 2. We need everything that happened that night just to continue for us. And so I thought we grew special team wise. I thought we grew discipline wise. We stayed out of the box, which we had some trouble with that when we were in Lindenwood. And so I thought we finished the game differently than what we had in a previous year in that situation. And those were opportunities for us to grow, and now we've got to continue to push that. But I like the way that game finished, and we need that to continue.